Greetings, sports fan. ASMR Sports. Right back at you. So today we've got something that I've been kind of interested to break into. Haven't really seen it at any of the places that I've looked for cards. Haven't really been motivated to go out and seek like a hobby box or retail from online. I guess I could have probably picked this up from Target.com, but I didn't, so I was just waiting for it to show up like at stores, and finally found, actually I think there was just one box of this stuff on the shelves at Target when I went yesterday to the store. So what we have here is 2022 Archives Baseball, and Archives Baseball is a pretty unique and fun little product for folks like me who really love the kind of heritage vibe, but also the old school designs of tops from when growing up. I would have collected the original versions of cards with these designs, and now to see them used with the modern players is pretty sweet. Plus, I really appreciate how this box is designed like a 1987 Topps wax box from Topps Baseball Wax Box. That set, for a lot of collectors who were around back in the late 80s, has a very sentimental place. 87 Topps was this kind of iconic, I think, card design, wood grain border. Looks like right here, this Wander Franco card. That's actually a pretty cool looking card. I really like the look of that 87 design with Wander Franco. So anyways, yeah, appreciate the design reference on here, and looking forward to seeing some of these designs. All these cards, or most of them, are based on older Topps set. That's like the 1963 Topps design. That's 87 Topps. Behind it is 78. That's what is that? Forget what year that might be from, but that's like a 92, I think, Topps. So yeah, kind of a fun product for this certain class of collector. Let's get into it, shall we? It's kind of a mix between like Topps Heritage and Panini Chronicles, where there's lots of different card designs represented. Keeps getting better with the packaging design. So these look just like the 1987 Topps wax packs. Well, not just like, but very similar, with this little kind of arced year on year in the baseball design. This is what most of the packs from Topps look like in the 80s. They just use a different background color each year. See how easy these are going to be to open. I suspect they may not be too easy, but I'll try to do these without scissors. that they're mimicking. So, DJ LeMahieu, Carlos Correa, '78 design, Steven Strasburg. That's a beautiful card right there. Donnie Baseball, my favorite all-time player, in a nice '78 design. That's a photo, looks to be from like 85 or 86, I would say. Seiya Suzuki. I believe this is 92. Now, I'm going to be super excited to get all these 87s because it just looks so cool, I think. Jake Cronenworth. Keeper Ruiz. Antonio Cruz rookie, probably the best card in here, just because he got a decent bit of attention from the hobby last year after kind of having a breakout year, and yeah, this is his rookie year, so good stuff. Let's leave him up. So Cardboard Gold makes these sleeves that are, already they have the corner cut off, and I've been debating getting like a case of those. If anybody would be interested in ordering some, if I did get a case, let me know. It may inspire me to go and grab a case of them. I'm not really sure if I would like them. Cardboard Gold, they make just the penny sleeves, which I have a lot of, and I really like. This is their sort of cheapo sleeve product, but it's a good sleeve. So it definitely is something I use a lot of. But they also have a premium sleeve, and I've thought about getting those sometimes because they're a little bit thicker, and I just think quality control on them is probably a little better. But apparently those sleeves are very tight fits with cards, so that does not make me feel super excited. So what I don't know is whether those notched sleeves, is what they call the ones with the corner cut off, if those are going to fit, have like a size, or they're going to be sized like the premium ones and be like a little bit snug, perhaps too snug, or whether they would be more like the standard sleeves in terms of size. So if I knew the answer to that, I would, got a nice foil card coming up, I would, be ready to buy if it was kind of a larger sleeve. But I don't, so I'd have to take a gamble, and it's like you have to buy a case of them for, it's like basically it's like $100, I think. So it's not exactly I don't want to have $100 worth of sleeves I don't want to use or don't like. Chas McCormick is the guy who went off. It's funny, I didn't know he was a rookie, but I mean, not surprising because I hadn't heard of him before. He started laying waste to the Yankees in the Astros series with them during the playoffs this year, but yeah, I don't know if I have any cards of him. I didn't realize he was a rookie until I pulled this. So Vladimir Guerrero, old school. No, this is old school, says Tris Baker. Joe Musgrove had himself, I think, a pretty good year. And this is, I guess, some kind of parallel. This is the 1989 Topps Big design, I believe. Let's see if this is numbered or anything on the back. No, nothing really indicating it's a parallel on the back, but I'm quite certain it is. Cool looking card. I have to say, Topps Archives, and to a lesser extent, Topps Heritage, but both of them definitely seem to have really good quality control. I mean, now they're matte finish finishes. Actually, these are kind of like what I would call a semi-gloss finish. So scratches are, not such a challenge. But like the centering is always just spot on with these products, and there's just no real issues with them. I wish Topps could do that for all their cards. Maybe they should just stop using super glossy kind of chromium cards. They can't figure out how to make them come off the production process in good condition. Panini, same thing, although I'm not really sure they have kind of like a heritage type product out there that I could sort of examine as a contrast to their chromium products. You remember a few videos ago I opened 2012, I think, or was it 2016? I don't know. I opened a box of classics football, and that product, if it still existed today, would be a heritage-like product. So maybe they could get quality control right on that, but Scott Rowland, Vladdy, that's the one from the box. Marcus Stroman. And a Bryce Harper, I believe that's like a, 58 or 59 design. And some beautiful 87 Topps Starling Marte and Jared Kelnick. Alright, so last two packs not so great, but these cards are just really fun to see. I mean, obviously this is a brand new product, so I haven't seen any of these cards, so everything's new, but the designs, for this year's archives are different than the designs they used for last year's archives and so on, so, you get to see some new implementations of old Topps designs each year, and that's fun too for the, first time you open this stuff. Kevin Gausman, Tony Gwynn. I mean, these are just cool looking cards. That's a cool photo of him from back in the day. Rest in peace, Tony Gwynn. Verlander, I think I just saw that he declined his player option with the Astros, and I don't know if that means he's basically going to be a free agent for sure, or if there's something the Astros can do to like exercise an option on their end or what, but I'd be very interested if he went on the market because, had a really solid year for the Astros and obviously won a championship, although, he definitely had some rocky starts during the playoffs, but what do you expect? He's been around forever. 2009 was his first year. Okay, that's not really truly forever, but it seems like he's been around forever. He's been a really good pitcher for a very long time. That's a really cool card. I don't know if this sort of reminds me of, the downtown parallels where they have the, city, downtown sort of skyscape of the city that the player plays in, behind the player, and this is a photograph. Really cool looking card. I don't have any idea if these are, have caught on and they're worth something, but I'm gonna just leave it just in case. Judge, well, there's the $64 million question for the off season for us Yankee fans. Is he gonna come back? Is he not? I tell you what, I bet a lot of people are wondering, well, what do you think? Is he gonna come back? Alaris Montero. At this point, I don't know. I'd say it's like 50-50. He said some things, on Twitter and whatnot that have suggested that maybe he's not all that committed to coming back. And, the real question is what kind of damage is it going to do to the Yankees to sign a guy that they're going to have to pay like whatever $40 million a year for God knows how many years. And except this last year, had a fully healthy season. And, you know, these big guys, these huge dudes. I mean, the guy is like almost 7 feet tall. And he weighs like, I was looking this up once because I was like, okay, what comparable players have there been? Like, is Jim Thome kind of a similar build? Well, Jim Thome weighed like about 50 pounds less than Aaron Judge. So, and you know, I'm not saying Aaron Judge is fat. I'm saying that's probably all muscle, but it's weight on the frame that, you know, your ankles, your knees, your back, you know, it doesn't matter if it's, well, okay, it does matter, but, you know, if that's just an overweight person or somebody who's just, you know, hugely muscular, but all of it is weight on the joints. The joints are not particularly better suited to, you know, last long. And someone who's happens to be very tall and heavy, weight-wise, as compared to like the average person. I mean, a joint is a joint is a joint, right? The joints are a little bigger, but they have the same probably thickness of like cartilage over them, generally speaking. And if you weigh more and you're taller, you know, even if that's all lean muscle mass, it still is pressure on your joints. And I just don't see how somebody with that frame, nice Bryson Stott rookie, can you know, plan to have like 10 or even 8 or even 6, you know, fully healthy years ahead. Much as I wish it were possible, but, and like Dave Winfield was another guy I tried to think as somebody who, you know, okay, here's a real big, tall, muscular guy who had a very lengthy career, but he was so much lighter and quite a bit shorter than Aaron Judge. So not really a even comp. Look at this. It's showtime. Fun little card right there. I'll probably sleeve that up just because it's showy. So I got to tell you, I you know, Aaron Judge makes me very nervous. I mean, look, if the guy could have signed at the deal that he was offered, I mean, I'd be happy to have him on the team and, you know, have that risk to the Yankees payroll that he doesn't make, you know, half of the seasons he signed for, you know, fully healthy. But when you up the ante and like think about maybe the guy wants 8, 9, 10 years at, you know, $42 million a year, like it's, I don't know, it's really easy to see that, you know. And of course, yeah, everybody's excited. I mean, obviously he had a great year. He was clearly the MVP of the team and, you know, probably MVP of the league. But, how many times have you seen a guy sign a mega contract and just, you know, after 2-3 years just go to absolute poop? I mean, I can't think of a single example where that's worked out for any team, and it's never worked out for the Yankees. So I don't understand how we even like get into these conversations. Like, honestly, people should never sign big names. Like, it never, ever works out, right? It's always a disaster. Look at A-Rod. Look at, I mean, on the Yankees, right? Look at, what's his name? The frickin' center fielder, who came over from the Red Sox, who got like an 8-year deal and just went to absolute crap. Ellsbury. Look at, I mean, I'm trying to think of other Yankee examples. I mean, CC Sabathia, I mean, he was kind of a short-term deal because he was, you know, well into his career by the time he made it to the Yankees, but, you know, he definitely had sort of floundering results towards the end of his career with the Yankees. Yeah, I tell you what, I just don't think, I mean, look at Giancarlo Stanton right now. That wasn't a deal that the Yankees signed, but they, you know, took it on, and now they're paying that guy $2 bazillion a year, you know, to be injured like a good chunk of the year and underperforming a good chunk of the year. Nice Brandon Marsh rookie. Matt Scherzer. So I mean, you look at like Pujols, right? Like signed a 50-year deal at max, money at the time, and basically was limping along after year like 3. And I mean, even Mike Trout, right? Like, there's a guy can't go wrong. Wow, okay, now he's got some crazy spinal condition. He's probably going to be, not a very great player after a few more years. But he was probably the most likely to be an exception to this issue. But I just feel like every freaking long-term, and look at like Robinson Cano, right? Who is a free agent. Signs with the Mariners for like $1 bajillion a year. Absolute trash. Absolute trash. I don't know. Somebody tell me like a time when like an 8 or 10 year deal was struck and it worked out like 3/4 of the time. Be heartbroken if Judge didn't sign, not because I don't love Aaron Judge and I would love to see him on the Yankees, but just because I just think it's, it's likely to be a major weight on the team that, frankly needs to, honestly, I would be fine if they just got rid of Judge, got rid of every other, payroll albatross that they could, and rebuild for the next, 2 years. That would be fine with me. Now, that's never going to happen, but that's the kind of fan I am, is I would prefer to see that than trot out another team that's going to maybe fight for the division, but probably just go to poop in the playoffs. This is fun. Red. Wow, is that going to be like a low-numbered red like I would normally expect? Well, it's not too low-numbered, but it's numbered 75. So pretty awesome card there. Jake Berger, once upon a time, was a decent prospect. He has had some decent success in the bigs, but he's still a rookie, right? So at this point the stats are only 38 at bats, so I can't really see much, but so, yeah, pretty cool card. I like that. Brooks Robinson, Josh Lowe. Was Josh Lowe a rookie in 2022? Gosh, why do I find that confusing? I thought he was around, but maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. I think I am. Bryce Harper. And Don Drysdale. So that was super fun, man. These cards are just great. I love looking at this stuff. $24.99 was the price of this stuff, and didn't get anywhere near that back in value. Although if this had been like one of the top guys like Bobby Witt Jr. or Wander Franco, but we didn't get a single Wander Franco either. But if this had been one of the big rookies, this would have been very valuable. But it's just Jake Berger, but still a rookie. And I don't know if you can really count on getting a numbered card in this kind of product. And the O'Neal Cruz was kind of, so these cards, this product tends to be loaded with rookies too. It's sort of a bit like Chronicles in that way. It's like, there's no real goof, just total commons in this. It's like stars, like retired, Hall of Famer types, and then loads and loads of rookies. So you get some cool stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a big fan of, I wouldn't say a big fan, I guess I'm a big fan, not a huge fan, but I really like Art Archives. It's a really fun product to open. If it were routinely available at MSRP, I would probably do a little bit of it each year just to see the designs and pull some cool stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I recommend it. I give it a 8 out of 10 kind of rating. Well, that's what we got for today, everybody. Hope you're doing well, enjoying your weekend, and we will catch you all next time. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. Okay. Thanks all. See you later.